Bruins trying to advance to an NCAA record 17th Final Four, but they had to get past top-seeded Kansas first. Ben Holland and company went to the national championship game last year, lost to Florida. Bill Self, his fourth chance to win a regional final. They've come at 3 different schools. First half, score tied at 16. Mario Chalmers and Darnell Jackson. Jackson 3 for 3 at 8 points. Jayhawks with a 2-point lead. Later, UCLA down 1. Russell Westbrook with a steal, and he'll do the rest. Brandon Rush said we did some dumb stuff. We had some careless turnovers. The Bruins with a 21-20 lead. Then later, here's Rush. He misses, but there's Jackson again. Kansas up 6. UCLA coming back. Aaron Aflalo had a reputation for disappearing in big games, but he gave the Bruins a 3-point lead there. Under a minute left in the first half, Kansas fires back. Mario Chalmers to Rush, and then Aflalo to Josh Shipp in the corner. UCLA 8 of 17 on threes. He had a 35-31 lead at the half. Then second half, shot clock winding down. Aflalo had 15 of his 24 in the second half. The Bruins up 9. Later, the Bruins up 5. It's Darren Collison this time for 3. Bang, bang, bang. 14 for him. Bruins up 8. And that UCLA defense, this is what we were talking about. Chalmers drives, but Luke Rishad Mbamute strips it. UCLA with 15 steals, and the rejection on Sharon Collins. They held Kansas to 41% shooting. And Chalmers drives, but there's the defense again. Kansas, the first top seed to go down, and Bill Walton like, there's a team that deserves to wear the jersey. Bruins win at 68-55, and here's their coach.
For sure, Kansas is the best team in my opinion we've faced all year, and just super impressed with them, not only today live, but also watching all the film. I mean, they're very well coached and do a tremendous job, and so it's really, really especially gratifying to have beaten such an outstanding team.
I really felt like that this was our year. I really felt like, I'm not saying a year to win it all, but I've really felt like we were the best equipped team to make a strong run, and we did. It just wasn't good enough.
2 big-name, big-time programs, but UCLA loves seeing Kansas in that bracket because they're now 5-0 against the Jayhawks in the NCAA tournament.
Final Four on the line for Memphis and Ohio State. Buckeyes last Final Four 99, Memphis 85. And what is Joey Dorsey of Memphis talking like this for about Greg Oden? I'm an underrated big man, and he's a lot overrated as a big man. I'm Goliath, Dorsey said, smiling. He's the little man. Dorsey 6'9", 260. Oden 7 feet 280.
Joey.
2 longest streaks in the nation going head-to-head. 25 for Memphis, 20 for the Buckeyes, and there's Oden on Dorsey. Meanwhile, Dorsey, other end, that looks little. Oden, though, was in foul trouble. 5 points in the first half. 17-17. Memphis shot their threes well, 46%. They shot 34% from twos. Jeremy Hunt, he had 26, and Memphis has a lead. Under 4 left in the first half. Oh boy, Antonio Anderson takes a shot above his right eye from his own teammate. Blood pouring out of his head. He's leaking, as they say in hockey. He would come back for the second half. In the second half, Oden, again, jump hook. Powerful. 14-4 run for Memphis. They would take a 56-51 lead, but here come the Buckeyes. Big cram from Oden. They're up by 2. 64-64 was the last tie. Then the Buckeyes took a 2-point lead, and then Jamar Butler did that. Buckeyes shot their free throws real well in this game. That really was the story. 35 of 41. There's Oden schooling Dorsey again. Oden 7 of 8 from the field, 3 of 6 from the line. Buckeyes starting to pull away down the stretch. Dorsey, defensive rebound, loses it. There's Conley. Ron Lewis, where are you? Fremont, Clyde, Worthington, all the small towns around Ohio are pumped up. The Buckeyes going back to the Final Four. I'm not mad at you.
You know, these guys kept believing in what we were trying to do. The foul trouble we were in a little bit in the first half. Greg was out. You know, as we've said all along, with the 9 starters, those guys all came in and gave us tremendous minutes. You know, couldn't be prouder of you know, the way we finished off the game, knocking down our free throws, and this is a great win for Ohio State, and happy to be a part of it.
Perhaps take some of the sting from all those Buckeye football fans. The run of this Buckeye basketball team held to just 9 minutes of action in the first half because of those 2 personal fouls. The Big O. Oden had just 5 points and took only 2 shots. But in the second half, 12 points, 5 of 6 from the field, grabbing 6 rebounds as the Buckeyes move on to the Final Four. Oden, the Buckeyes, and Digger Phelps getting it done.
5 years after Michael Jordan, 17-footer, beat down Georgetown to win a title. Tar Heels and Hoyas roll in the East Region Final. Carolina looking to go to its 17th Final Four. Georgetown looking to go back for the first time since '85. Second half, Heels up 9. Ty Lawson is just stupid quick. Carolina up 11, their biggest lead of the second half, and then their offense just goes cold. Danny Green misses in close. More struggles. Ty Lawson, the great freshman, stepped out of bounds. Then Wayne Ellington, pretty stroke, ugly result. Carolina would miss 22 of 23 shots at one point. Meanwhile, Jeff Green just has crazy good game. Georgetown shot 58% from the field. 7'2" Roy Hibbert, working kid. She had 13 points. Hoyas now down 3. Green airballs a jump hook. Patrick Ewing Jr. there for the tip-in. Hoyas cut it to 1. UNC looking to stop the momentum. Tyler Hansbrough got all swole. That was Carolina's first bucket in 8 minutes and 14 seconds. Next Tar Heel possession. Shot clock winding down. Hansbrough misses the fall away. Rebound, Hoyas. And Hansbrough called for the foul. Under 40 seconds left, Georgetown down 3. Jonathan Wallace, booyah! Tied at 81. Wallace had 19 points. Under 15 seconds left. Carolina looking for the win. We got to go back 25 years ago. Tar Heel freshman Michael Jordan, 17-footer, to beat Georgetown and win the national championship, beating Patrick Ewing in Georgetown. Back to the here and now on Sunday. Ellington misses the 3. And Patrick's son gets the board. And talk about a happy dad. Who that is? That's just my baby daddy. Hoyas now with a chance to win it. 2 seconds left. Georgetown, length of the floor. Wallace unable to get the shot off in time. We are going to overtime. Tied at 81 in the extras. Great pass into Wallace in the back door. He also had 7 assists. Hoyas up 2. Next Georgetown possession. The backdoor cut. UNC knocks it loose. Bodies flying, balls flying, and DeJuan Summers rocks the crib. Hoyas up 4. Tyler Hansbrough in the lane. Challenged by Green and Hibbert. Travel called. Carolina with the first 4 minutes and 53 seconds of overtime without scoring. Meanwhile, Green was just, cut it out. He had 22. Georgetown up 6. Carolina trying to get back. Rayshawn Terry misses. Hansbrough fighting for the offensive board. Called for another foul. The Heels missed their first 12 shots in overtime. Georgetown going to the Final Four. They rocked North Carolina 96-84. Deion Thompson tipped in a Brandon Wright miss with 9 minutes, 56 seconds left to give Carolina an 8-point lead. From that point on, UNC made just 2 baskets. A Tyler Hansbrough layup that you saw with 1:41 left, and a Ty Lawson three-pointer with just 7 or 8 seconds left in overtime. Meanwhile, Georgetown racked up 31 points in that span to go down to the dirty, dirty south of Atlanta with a 12-point win.
It feels good, we were trying to get a stop on the defensive end, and to get a shot like that to go down, for us felt pretty good. We knew we could just, withstand with most of their runs, for the latter part of the game. That, hopefully we can make a strong push of our own, towards the end, and that lead us into overtime. Just gave us a lot of confidence going into this, the overtime period, and we were able to pull it out.
It was a great game between 2 competitive teams, trying to make it to the next step. It was a very physical game. A lot of talent on that floor, and the key guys stepped up, at the right point. So, hopefully down the road, everybody look back at this game and say, it was a classic game.
Midwest Regional Final, Billy Donovan, #1 Florida facing #3 seed Oregon going on here. Florida came out shooting this from way out. First half, Lee Humphrey, Obama! Florida down by 2, Torian Green. Now that's sports. Florida up by 3 now. Lee Humphrey from the wing. Look at that. The net not doing well after this. Rips the net. Literally rips the net. They would use a peach basket the rest of the game. They actually repaired it eventually. Humphrey and Green combined 7 of 13 from the 3-year-old in the first half. Florida led that 40-38. Humphrey talked to the hand with it in his face. Humphrey and Green combined for 11 3-pointers. Humphrey, 3 more. Humphrey led the Gators with 23. 5 to go. Oregon down by 8. Aaron Brooks had 27. Going hard right there. Oregon down by 6. Under 30 seconds to go. Brooks is coming. Corey Brewer's waiting. Puppy knocks that away. Another look. Brooks was called for the offensive foul, but Brewer knocked it away anyway. Florida wins it 85-77. The Gators advancing to the Final Four to defend. UCLA awaits. Lee Humphries, 7 3-pointers spurred Florida to the win, something that's becoming commonplace in the NCAA tournament. Humphries made 39 3-pointers in his tournament career. That's 39 in his tournament career. Just 3 shy of the record set by Bobby Hurley, horse race owner from Duke, back in 1990 to 1993.
It was a lot harder this year just because night in and night out we get everybody's best shot, and people play us totally different each game, trying to figure out a way to beat us, and so we have to adjust, and it's just been really tough.
Not a lot of teams get the chance to do this again, and it was a different. We're a different team than last year, and people, like Corey said, play was different. So, I personally, and I know these guys, we appreciate it a lot more because it's been a lot of hard work, adversity, and to be able to overcome it, we're just really excited about the opportunity.